ఓం శ్రీకృష్ణ పరబ్రహ్మణే నమః. ఓం గంగణపతయే నమః. Today I want to discuss about always be honest after the prayer. వ్యాసాయ విష్ణురూపాయ వ్యాసరూపాయ విష్ణవే నమో వై బ్రహ్మనిదయే వాసిష్ఠాయ నమో నమః. When it comes to having a social media profile, there is no one stopping you from saying things that are not true. After all, there are hundreds of millions of users online, and it's nearly impossible to monitor everyone's activity. That being said, here are 33 reasons why people should be honest to social media. Honesty to authenticity. That if you want to be seen as someone who knows what they are talking about, you will only be able to build this authenticity if you are who you truly claim to be. Then, it takes courage to be honest. How? You will demonstrate courage and personal strength if you are honest to others. Next, it's easier to be honest. How? Telling a lie may be easy, but keeping track of it is very difficult. Instead, being honest and keeping track of the truth is much easier. Next, people will believe you care if you are honest. It's easy to see that people are not genuine if they are lying. However, being honest shows people that you truly care for them. Next, honesty equals creativity. Is it good? Is it correct? Yes. If you are honest and can keep your ducks in a row, then it's easier to be creative. If you are looking to use your social media presence as a way to be creative, it will be easier done if you are honest. Next question. You will show emotional maturity through honesty. How? Being honest all of the time won't be easy, but it will show a type of maturity that not everyone has. Next, you will gain the trust of others. How? If you are truthful in everything you do, others will know that they can rely on you for honest input and communication. Next, honesty is contagious. If you want to do unto others as you want them to do to you, then being honest is a great way to surround yourself with other honest people. Next, your job may depend on honesty. If you are applying for a job or your employer is looking to your social media presence, they will want to see if you are an honest person online. Honesty wards off trouble. Is it true? If you want to stay out of trouble and avoid the drama that comes with it, then being honest will help you to do that. Next, honesty creates trust. How? The more honest you are, the more easy it is to trust. Not only will others trust you, but you can also feel more confident when trusting others. Next, many people will be happy through honesty. Answer. It's always good to pay it forward and develop good karma. That's much easier to do with honesty than it is to do with not being true or faithful. Next, people will always question you if you are not the honest. If you are a liar once and people find out about it, they will question you for the rest of your life as to whether or not you are being honest. Your relationship may depend on honesty. Is it good? Yes. Whether it's a close friend or a lifelong partner, mean wife, your ability to be honest in a relationship may have big implications on how strong of bond you build. Next question. There is a stronger connection through honesty. Good. And when you build that bond on honesty, it will be much stronger of a connection if it has a foundation of truthfulness. Next, being honest is easier to keep track of. Yes, it can be difficult to keep track of a web of lies and deceit. However, it will be much easier for you to recall memories from recollection if they are true. Next, you never know when you will need to rely on your honest reception. It may be a new job or it could be with a future significant other. Whoever it may be, you never know when you will need to rely on your reputation. Next, honesty makes you feel better. How? You will be surrounded by white light and positive vibes that make you feel better if you are honest with others. Next question. Honesty eliminates emotional baggage. Let us see. It can be heavy carrying around loads of emotional baggage that come from lying, which is why it's easier to be truthful and honest. Next, honesty attracts others honest people. You're likely going to attract the type of people that you are most like. Therefore, honesty attracts other honest individuals only. Next, you will build stronger relationships with those you care about. Answer. If a relationship matters to you, then it needs to have a focus of honest. Next, people listen to an honest person's perception. It's much easier to listen to an honest person than it a liar. Next, stay out of trouble with honesty. You will stay out of trouble if you remain honest and truthful. Next, it's easier to truly connect with others through honesty. It can be hard to connect with a liar, but easy to connect with someone who is honest. Next, you will feel better overall with honesty. Answer. You won't have to worry about the emotions tell that comes from hurting someone. Next, you will build a genuine and honest relationships. How? If you want to focus on building strong relationships, they need to begin with honesty. Next, you will find clarity through honesty. Dishonesty comes with a lot of confusion and misperception, which can be clarified through honesty. Next, honesty will give you a boost of personal energy. How? Answer. You will feel better about yourself if you are honest with others. Honest will help you avoid trouble. There have been cases of people lying and getting trouble with the law and order, which you can avoid through honesty. You will gain more respect. How? Others will respect you for being honest. It's a common phenomenon. Is it? Next, lying is a slippery slope. How? It may be easy to take lying and turn it into something more serious that you think you can get away with. Next, habitual lying is even more slippery. How? Even if you don't get into more serious bad habits, you will think that you can keep getting away with lying. Next, you will lose your friends if they find you to be dishonest. Most people lie because they want people to like them. But if you lie and people find out you, next, figure out why you lie and who you lie to. We have all lied at one time or another to different people, to ourselves, and for different reasons. But coming up with a systematic plan for becoming more honest will be difficult unless you try to define those reasons and those people for yourself. Next, lies to make ourselves look better. It might include exaggerations, embellishments, and flat out tall tales we tell to others and ourselves to make ourselves feel better about our inadequacies. When you are unhappy about something, it's much easier to fill it in with lies than tell the truth. We lie to peers. Yes. We think are better than us because we want them to respect us, we respect them. Unfortunately, being dishonest is disrespectful in the long run. Give people more credit for their ability to empathize and understand you on a deeper level. Next, lies that avoid embarrassment. Yes, it might include lies told to cover up bad behaviors, transgressions, or any activity we are not proud of. If your mom found a pack of cigarettes in your pocket, you might lie and say that they are your friends to avoid punishment. We lie authoritative figures. How? To avoid embarrassments and punishment, including ourselves. When we have done something we feel guilty about, lies are told to eliminate the guilt, avoid the punishments, and get back to the objectionable behavior we are forced to lie about. It's vicious cycle. Next, anticipate behaviors that will make you feel guilty. To break the chain of embarrassment and lying, it's important to learn to anticipate things that you will likely feel guilty about in the future and avoid the behaviors. When you lie, you're covering up some uncomfortable truth that's more easily couched in a lie. You can either get comfortable with the truth or abandon the behavior that makes you embarrassed. If you smoke cigarettes, you won't have to lie if everyone knows it's true. Own up to it. If a behavior is unwown-upable, it's probably best to avoid it. It would be humiliating for your partner to find out that you had an inappropriate relationship with a coworker, but you won't have to lie if you don't do it. Next, stop comparing yourself to others. Sometimes we lie to make ourselves seem bigger and better than we really are, isn't it? Because we are constantly competing and comparing ourselves to others. Any inadequacies can be most easily overcome with a quick and creative lies. Instant lines like instant coffee. If you stop feeling competitive with others and give yourself the value you deserve, you won't feel the need to lie to bring yourself up because you are already up. Forget what you think other people want to hear from you. Give other people the benefit of the doubt and assume that they are not running game on you or being manipulative. Speak from your heart and tell the truth without even the slightest bit of concern about whether or not it will make you look bad. People respect honesty even when the truth is uncomfortable. Let your honesty impress people, not your exaggeration. Lots of dishonesty results from attempts to impress our peers with elaborate tales that will one up everyone else at the table. If you are unable to contribute to the round of anecdotes, about European travel, just listen quietly and wait until the subject changes. Instead of making up a ruse about your study abroad in Majorca, what's true will continue to exist. Nothing in the world is constant. Everything changes. However, for something to exist forever, it has to be true and authentic. You are what you core is. No matter how much you coat it with colors to please the world, you will always be what you are at the core. Your core is your truth. No matter how much you coat it with colors to please the world, you will always be what you are at the core. Your core is your truth. You can pretend to be things people expect you to be, but when you are honest with yourself, you will be proud of who you are. You will portray your core without being afraid of what people think of you. This is because at the end of the day, you can hide your truth from the world, but not from your conscience. That means yourself. Being true to yourself is important. If you wish to be proud who you are, you become more fearless. When you are honest with yourself, you accept your weakness and flaws. You may know what some of those are. You may know what you are capable of and what you are not capable of. With enough self knowledge, people's judgments about you can become less important. You may become more fearless because when you know your capabilities, the world and the opinion of others can't put you down. If someone tells you that you can't do something which you know you can do, your moral will likely stay unaffected, enabling you to continue towards your goals fearlessly. You gain more clarity, you will have better clarity about the things you want in life when you are completely honest with yourself. Your real identity is something only you know, and it is most often up to you for what to decide what your life goals are. People may dictate your priorities for you, but you can be honest about your needs, your wishes, and your priorities with yourself at least. With more clarity, you may be able to put in more effort and dedication to achieve what you wish for. Relationships become healthier. Honesty is the foundation of any relationship. No relationship can survive without honesty. If you fail to be honest with yourself, how can you ever be honest with anyone else? If you hide the truth from yourself, how can you expect to share with anyone else? It is nearly impossible to be honest with anyone as long as you are not honest with yourself. To have a long lasting and healthy relationship, then you must ensure that you are offering the other person the true you. Relationships thrive when their foundations are based on two people who are honest with themselves and each other. Next, life becomes beautiful. We strive for a positive public opinion because we have started to believe that we are what people think we are. We try to hide our reality from the world because we think it might disqualify us from the in crowd. When you are honest with yourself, you start owning your reality and you stop hiding behind the public opinion. The life you were previously trying to hide from everyone starts feeling beautiful. Being honest with yourself can make life easier, less complicated, and a lot more beautiful. You become less dependent on others and more dependent on yourself. So, you should be honesty for your sake, not for others' sake. You start loving yourself with all your flaws, and that's the turning point toward contentment and inner peace. Nowadays is lacking, is it? Self confidence and self contentment. Some people experience strong feelings of self rejection that make it difficult to pursue or appreciate their true self. If you are having a hard time practicing self honesty, it can help to speak with a licensed and compassionate therapist. Next, honesty is the easiest choice. How? Being honest is completely by choice. Each day we make the decision to either live in an honest manner or a dishonest manner. Honesty is the easiest choice that we can make. I am not saying being honest is always easy. I would rather someone be upset with me for being honest than for keeping peace by being dishonest. Dishonesty is like a spider's web, sticky. When an insect gets caught in the web, it usually costs them their lives. When people get caught in lies, it always costs something. Honesty sets us free from not only being false with people but also from living with a facade over our lives. When we are honest, we no longer have to be fake in the way we live. It gives us tremendous freedom in life. Dishonesty will eventually catch up to people and they will pay a price. When we are honest, we are truly free. श्रेयकांताय कल्याणनिधे निधेद्रां श्री वेंकटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलाशास्त्रपदे मदाचार्य पुरोगमे सर्वैश्च पूर्वैराचार्य सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम्.